There we go. I think. Yeah, you should be able to hear me now. I'm just trying to get everybody else to hear me. Ah, I can hear you guys. Is my mic okay, Mike, or is it gone all shit? Let's get this stupid continue button off my screen that takes forever to... There we go, right. Right. So, playing NA because we're going to NA on PS4 anyway, but this is the easiest way of me getting a fresh account. So this was the easiest way to get a fresh account because I'm doing a beginner series for people that's going to cover literally everything from day one. So that seemed like a good idea. Right, let's turn the volume down because game volume is an absolute nightmare. What server are you guys on? I'm on M1, fuck's sake. There's always one, isn't there? So yeah, you'll see I've got a whole lot of mooses on this account because, yeah, why not? M3 then, yeah? I can't change my tutorial, of course I am. You won't be able to hear them because the volume will be down. Let's get that sorted. Now you should be able to hear them fine when they eventually talk.
I wonder what exciting this.
Okay, let's just get your stream up.
So long.
Hashtag someone that's never played ever.
NA on EU because there's a bunch of us playing. Some people are already on NA servers anyway, and there's just a whole lot more people on NA. Whole lot more people. Whole lot more.
Right, Ninja Tits is coming in now.
Yeah, the launch on. I'd very much think the launch is going to be the same on PS4 as it was on Xbox.
Oh no, we can't skip.
I prefer this to ESO. Now I played ESO on launch. I played ESO again about a year ago, and I just never enjoyed it. Like, it always felt like it tried to do too much.
Might give you a play going. Do you want to send an invite out?
So we're just doing quests here. We're gonna try and get the timer on the quest in and see how long it takes.
Mike's going ahead solo, isn't he?
Yeah.
Vext, shoot him out.
We can party if you want. I'm on med 1, so I can't move from here.
Okay, I'll come to them.
Ton of mazes everywhere.
Veteran server.
There's no... Mike, have you seen any noticeable lag?
No! We
It's
said this the other day, didn't we?
literally
We said the lag was
It's crazy.
better than EU.
Yeah.
Well, God said there is crazy lag, and to be honest, because there's more servers, there's actually less lag.
It feels smooth, like... Yeah.
Mike was showing us his combo for his Zerk, and he's actually doing it faster than he could on the EU server.
Really? Jesus, man.
Yeah.
Right, so for NA or EU, if you're from EU, it really comes down to who you're going to play with and the timings. So I work until an average shift during the week. I work 4 days a week, and I get back from home at about 9 o'clock. Now, as of September, I'm going to have a newborn child as well. So Siege's not being until 1 o'clock in the morning really fits for me. Really fits for me, and it just seems daft because I would never be able to make nodes during the week on EU. I couldn't when I was in alpha, and I wouldn't be able to later. So for me, it's a no-brainer. But for most people in the EU that can make the normal siege times, I just wouldn't really bother. Unless you know somebody like we do.
Everybody's got a friend.
You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. I was sure that I knew what I was doing, but you know when you go through all the questions, you're like, yeah, this is fine, I can do this.
I'm still loading. I think Medaya one hates me.
EU servers for most games get yanks on them, that's why they lag. Legit. What a reason to lag. The Americans are playing on our goddamn servers. I wouldn't go
Trevor
that far.
Allen, can I join your PS4 guild, bro?
I'm
We'll
not
see,
opening
my friend.
recruitment for the guild yet. We're not
Not
planning on
yet.
just mass inviting, but there will be announcements soon on what's going to be required of people. I don't want to tell people that they're going to get a spot and then disappoint them.
No, exactly.
Yep, people have said Ninja's going to be almost impossible, and to be fair, I could see why, because there's some very important combos you need to be able to pull off. Like lockstep grab is going to be an absolute nightmare, but that being said, I haven't played it enough. I've literally only just logged on Ninja on console, so until I start getting to the point where I need to combo, I won't know.
Alright, I can't join you yet. I think the tutorial's blocking me.
Yeah, tutorial blockers anyway. This is the boring part, but
Oh, that's cool. Grab right out of the path. Nice.
yeah.
Well, you can do the animation cancel already.
Which one?
The ninja step.
Oh yeah, you should be able to do all cancels. There we go. Fucking beginner stuff. We like beginner stuff. We like new stuff.
Like throw your shuriken and then push back an X.
Oh yeah. I know which one you're on about as well. To be fair, most of the cancels should be intact again anyway. No, nothing's easier than well, yeah, everything's easier than I've got my own about. LAN is.
I don't even play Ninja on PC. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I played it, I just didn't play it enough. Like, I wish I'd played it way more than I've currently done.
I know we say that things like the Ninja are going to be impossible to use on the console, but so far our experience of differences have actually been relatively good.
If you change the setups to be what you want them to be, then it shouldn't be a problem. I mean, at the end of the day, playing any class on console, playing Sork on console, was a case of getting things set up comfortably. And that's the main thing, so... Once you've got everything set up, you're fine.
Daisy, you want a carefree guild, not a bossy one. This is very true, Dave.
Yeah, bossy guilds suck. I'm gonna lie, bossy guilds suck. But yeah.
I think what you need is good direction with your guild. You need someone who can, or a collective which can put you in the right direction. You can have fun and not feel like you're working a second job.
Yeah. If you're looking to progress and you want to build a character and you want to genuinely enjoy it, the worst thing in this game is hands down the enhancement system. So you want to be in a guild that's not going to punish you for failing enhancements. That's something I'd be wary of, is really high gear requirements. I would avoid that as much as possible.
Is this company the party we're expecting?
Don't know, is it Chris?
Hello.
Yeah, it's Chris.
Yes, it's me.
Oh, I don't believe
Me?
it. I've just ran towards an event quest because I'm an idiot. Fuck it, go back. Sork isn't as hard to play on console because you're quite limited anyway. It's still one of the hardest classes to play, hands down, but I don't know. It feels harder on PC. than
Rewarding,
on
though.
console. Rewarding sometimes, yes. Soul destroying other times, yes. Feeling like
Hey,
you
come on,
can't
I
do
can't be as
anything.
bad as DK.
I don't know. DK had a glory period of sitting behind block, and that's the problem. Is people didn't like that you couldn't continue to sit behind the block. Where's short sword gone? Right, there we go. That sucks. Yeah, loads of people are going to be loading this up because ninjas in game.
I think Ninja's gonna be decent. in
I think
console,
it's going to be a
honest.
lot better than we were first expecting. I was expecting.
Changes the meta somewhat.
Not really.
Not in a group PvP setting, but no, but in an individual setting.
I mean, there's a few ways you can play Ninja.
Will do, Beth, cheers.
One is, yes, doing all the flashy cancels and all that, and the other way is just taking your time doing counters.
Ah, yeah, there's so many ways you can play. To be fair, the good thing about console is it changes the way a lot of classes play. Like, look at
Yeah.
witches and wizards at the minute. Like, they're insanely aggressive, super armor rotating. Like, you can't get away with it as much as you could on PC. But if you play it properly on console, they're just so hard to beat.
Yep.
There is someone.
What side are you guys on?
I think we're spread over.
We're on a split set.
Sorry, I missed that.
We're split.
Ah, right, okay.
We loaded into different servers once before.
That's why?
The general point is we're going to go enjoy Vext in a minute. He's on M1, which is probably your best bet.
The difference between Shuriken and Kunai, it is pretty much the skills. To be fair, one of them's predominantly ninja, the other's predominantly kunoichi, I believe, unless I'm massively mistaken. But you want Shuriken pretty much. There's too many people around.
Alright. What classes are you guys playing?
We're all
all
ninja.
Right, Ninja is
There's
there.
no ninja awakening. Do you know that, Mike?
No?
No awakening.
Really?
Well,
I reckon
from what
there
I've
was.
seen
In the
from
video, then.
streams anyway.
In the reveal trailer, they've revealed it as being like awakened.
Yeah.
Not sure because thingy, I forgot his name now. The guy's doing the official partner stream at the minute. He's 56 and not got awakening. We have got.
Pretty scummy then.
Yeah, it's just going to be interesting. Like, not going to be able to kill anybody.
If you've got absolutes, you might be able to.
Don't even think we've got absolutes.
Look.
Right, so I really wanted to do, you know, like gather the energy, do the quests and stuff, but I think I'm just gonna do quests and grind. Gather the energy and stuff on a different account. Got so much time to kill between now and PS4 release anyway.
Too long.
Too long.
And no absolute skills, no awakening.
Jeez.
I'll be right back re-rolling Sork.
Captain of the Western Guard. Treacherous savages lie nearby.
See you later, Cliff. Nice meeting you.
Bit weird though, like in the reveal trailer, it did show the awakening.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense why there's no awakening.
They did that with the DK though, when they revealed the DK, it came with some of the abilities were awakened and absolutes.
Sounds about right, to be fair. BDO, baby. Oh well. Waiting for the roadmap
Yeah,
on
play this
PS4. I
flashy
think
thing.
the PS4 roadmap should be like quite enlightening as to what we can expect.
Let's see whether they'll throw a curveball and give us a whole bunch of different stuff.
Right, Mike, did you say you're getting a timer on the quests?
Yeah, sorry,
Right.
at 7:05.
I might do grind. I might just grind it. But I don't know. Lastly, no, there's no point either because there's no awakening. It's like nonsensical to get to 56 now.
Exactly. I would say reroll, but now you've named your stream.
Yeah, I could play Sork, but I don't really want to. 'Cause the whole purpose of this was to get the footage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forget you get thingy, don't you? Value pack really early on as well. That's cool. We'll do it this way. We'll do it this way. 1 day of value pack. No, we won't.
Value pack carries over from EU. Got
Does
one
it?
on there. Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. Intriguing.
That is a good thing in ways.
Yeah, that's one of
Because
the
it
main
makes-
things I was going to be annoyed about. I've got the 100 mil
Well,
for shy anyway, but I was kind of avoiding.
I'm thinking in theory, PlayStation.
Twitter accounts will go free.
Ninjas everywhere.
Yeah, they're a ton of ninjas.
The gameplay's a bit like Dragon's Dogma. Not so much.
This is Black Desert. Please tell me I've not randomly named mushrooms something stupid.
New NA account, a new beginning, ninja.
Probably should have put Desert for that. No, no,
Yeah.
it's
Probably.
quite as Black Desert as a game anyway.
I'm not sure how far the tutorial goes, as in locks you to a particular channel.
Yeah, I did.
I'm not entirely sure how long this quest locks you into the channel.
How is the thing in the lag on NA? We're pretty much feeling like it's better than EU, which
Yeah.
makes no sense, but I'm game for it if it wants to be better than NA.
I mean, like, according to the servers we think we've got about a third of the server count as EU than we do on NA. So I think the player base is spread out a bit further.
Possibly. It feels way much look. Yeah, it feels so smooth right now. Like, yeah, cannot fault it for a second, which just reaffirms the choice for playing NA.
Hey, I didn't activate my Game Pass thingy, so
and
it's just
still
let me
you
play.
it. Ah, okay, fair enough. I thought you'd need Game Pass, but
Hmm. Oh, it made logical sense. But yeah, no.
It
don't
doesn't
need
say I've got
Can
value
just
pack,
change.
Mike.
Sorry?
It doesn't say I've got value pack under my profile.
Mine did. I had like 25 days.
No, it says nothing on mine. Just XP buff. Think about rerolling something. What do you mean, is everything gone? Oh, when you switch to NA, yeah, you lose everything, dude. That's why I've done it, because it's the only way of me getting a clean account. Yeah, you'd lose everything. If you're already heavily invested in the EU, I wouldn't bother. I really wouldn't bother. Unless you can stand to reroll. Now, the thing is that with this event that they've brought into the game, they're pretty much throwing boss gear and stuff at people through in-game items, in-game rewards. So, if you're gonna do it, now's a really good time to do it. Yeah, I wouldn't look to reroll unless you've got a valid reason to do it. Me saying PvP is dead is not valid. Even though PvP is dead. Nah. I mean, this just fits for us timings wise. Well, for most of us anyway, timings wise.
No one studying imps. Thus my duty.
How many people are in the stream? Can you see any of us? Because I can't see on mine. That's fucking shit.
48.
Wow. Yeah, mine's bugged. It feels weird that there's less lag. And yeah, there's more of a player base, but you've got to think about the timing. So Siege's node wars being 1 o'clock in the morning. Can you realistically attend them if you want to? And yeah, we're playing NA. Those of us that are in this group are playing NA. I'm not sure if you can hear everybody else. Nope, no word on Tamer. Coincidentally though, Mike doesn't take me use short sword stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't it? It's tame and ninja. I mean, I don't want to say it, but can't remember. Yeah. Play ninja. To switch to
Yeah, if
NA,
you're gonna reroll Tamer, play Ninja.
if you're gonna reroll tamer, play ninja. Yeah. If to switch to NA, you need to go to settings and change your home region. It's really easy to do on Xbox. Pre-warning, if you're planning on doing what we're doing on NA, though, you need to on PS4. Sorry, you need to create a new PSN user.
Oh no, we died.
Died.
May have to blame Takeval.
Not on Xbox. No, we're not bothering with the guild. We've literally not got enough time. I mean, we're not even going to be playing that much between now and NA launch on PS4 launch.
There's so much to do between now and then to get things set up and...
And no, I'm not maining ninja at all. I'm very, very likely playing Sword on NA.
There could be hints and whispers of a witch, no doubt.
It could be. There is the potential for a witch still. I need to stop doing Fox Claw randomly when I'm trying to move between fights and moves.
I need to figure out what these abilities actually do.
Forward B. Moving what? Dash.
Yeah, I keep, for
Go sit.
some reason I keep forgetting like everything I'm doing. Trying to use Fox Claw
Then what
with
else?
backs down and then I'm
I find
paying attention.
LTRT is pretty good.
Yeah, the difference
Yeah.
between Kunai and Shuriken. Yeah, the skills. You want Shuriken on Ninja. It's just more geared towards it. Get away, ninjas. It's weird leveling with no gear.
Need 250k for the or need a weapon.
You got, sorry?
250k for the you'll need a weapon.
Ah.
Buy it from Armor Spin.
I've got 100 million in the bank, so I'm not sure if I'm not a lot of money.
Oh,
Created shy.
I'm pretending I'm
So I knew
I'm
this was-
fresh, so I'm not using
Well,
that.
that was my plan, yeah. I don't want to use it until I get more money. But... Isn't the Onella the same as the Calcium weapon? Is that the one you're on about?
It's 35 AP and it's got 168.
Yeah, isn't that the blue one that we use
Accuracy.
in the Calcium on Xbox?
Yeah, you can buy it from any town though.
That's cool. We'll use that one.
You're gonna buy Agarian armor from Western Guard Camp as well.
Yep. This event quest getting on my
Be right back.
nerves. Weird, like I've barely been playing the last 2 weeks, so it feels weird to be playing the game again.
It's good to have not played for a while. It leaves the excitement for the drop in PS.
I logged on the sock the other day to roam an Archer and mess around, and I ran into a warrior. I'm like, this doesn't feel right. Like, something does not feel right. Getting cleaved by this warrior. I looked at my gear and went, aha, that's why. Running around with 40 DP on myself. Just kiting this warrior and shy around, wondering what the hell's going on. Why am I dying so much? Just typical Archer. They literally
That'd be
saw
mad.
me and just chased me and no camping.
Getting killed by a shy.
Well, the shy wasn't flagging except for fuck the warrior, and then would run off. And I'm like, alright, see how this is going.
Pocket healers, huh?
Can't fault them. If you're trying to defend Archer server, you kind of need to.
The West Ninja feels pretty good, like even with 0 attack speed. It's quick.
Yeah, it feels smooth. I've not messed about with Cancel yet, so I'm just gonna wait and level up a bit. Wow, that was the first life drop. Oh, FPS drop I got.
Yeah, I'm right behind you in terms of quests. I'll probably catch you in Velia.
Yeah, I'm wait for this AP versus accuracy will always depend on what you're trying to do.
For leveling quickly, not the early stages, accuracy is the best.
Yep. About 9 times out of 10, the answer is going to be accuracy for most things. Unless you're one of the privileged classes. Have they still got that stupid red nose thing on where like you can't spawn if somebody else is around?
No. They added dark portals now, so you click on that
Oh,
rather
they finally
than
fixed
summoning
it.
your scroll.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I think even on Xbox launch, I'm pretty sure that I did this, like this far in the quests. I think I sort of went any further or not, or I don't know. I can't remember. I can't remember what I did on launch anymore. All I know is that we were really far ahead anyway. I don't feel like we
I didn't do any
benefited
quests.
from it though, did we? Because we ended up at 55, like, what, a month before we could even level any further.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only advantage was holding spots. That's it.
I don't think we made enough use of it.
No.
Spent all of our time.
Definitely do
doing
the
stupid PvP.
seal farming though.
Yes, we will definitely reach the farm.
I mean, we only really did that like
Towards
3
the
weeks
end.
afterwards.
Yeah, we did it way too late. To be fair, we let up on a lot of stuff we shouldn't have let up on. And we
Yeah.
didn't do a lot of stuff we should have done. So this time around, everything planned
Yeah, it's
out.
focusing too much on PvP.
Yeah, we really didn't need to. That's why I said I'm not bothered about
Well, that's the thing,
about
when
PvP until it has a reason for it. Until
we're
we need to
almost
come
forced
out
into that
and
direction.
whoop people. Oh, I didn't get accepted that stupid quest.
They made the chat box bigger because it sort of overlaps.
They did some UI
buff bar.
changes this week, but I'm not sure what they changed. Like I haven't read the patch notes. I haven't had time.
See what I can change.
General settings, alerts, and risk.
Once.
I wondered why I was getting sick again. Fucking turned it
Yeah, on the NA, your camera is up 100%.
Mm-hmm. Wondered why I felt a bit off. Dizzy as shit.
You suffer from fucking blood movement type sickness, Delio.
No, not normally. It's just this is really bad. Why the fuck is it? Oh, I know it. I know this isn't the quest, but
You've come to learn your
well,
farm.
apparently it is.
Goblins
Yes.
are cowards.
Since when is Coastal Road took you to the geezer just at Lagaya Farm? Coastal Road used to take you right.
They
into
changed
Velia.
that like a month or two in. They reorganized the method. When they released DK, they slightly changed the
Stupid shit.
the questing path.
So what rewards are we getting? Thought we should be getting like time rewards. Apparently not. Okay, whatever. We will see. What will be, will be. Literally, it will not let me use the 1-day value pack. Ah, that's why. You must have accepted the special gift 2 quest. No. No, because that's not going to be an option. It's not going to be an option.
I was gonna say at the very start, there's a few quests that give you 100 G-bar reward.
Oh, is that what you use to buy your Ornella?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get one from farm just outside of Belia,
The guy at farm,
and you get one from Eileen, the general goods vendor in Belia.
yeah.
You just have to kill one bee, which is right
Yeah,
next
I
to her.
remember those ones. Yeah, well, I haven't done the. I'll do the B one, but I haven't done the other one yet.
The other one you have to escort a donkey. It's a bit slow, but
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of escorting donkeys. I'll just use some of the money I've got. Hey Arnold.
Gee.
Hey Arnold. Awesome. I'm glad you liked the video, dude. That brings back memories. I don't remember watching that as a kid. Hey Arnold.
What's that? Oh yeah. Move it, football head.
TV show, man.
Mm.
Yeah, I love that. Okay. Right, everybody can go through the quest solo and we'll see what the speed's like. Like,
just bear in mind we got the
experience buff.
bell active.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, it is, but it's not the, to be fair, it's not the level that you end up at, it's the actual, sorry dude, I couldn't resist. It's not the level, it's the time taken to get through the stuff. Look at storage. I mean, technically I've got like a full set of Asula I could put on the ninja if I really wanted to.
Yeah, I missed out on that.
Wanna, like, I could do it, but I want to try and get a feel for what it's going to be like.
If you borrow a container from me, you can use the storage even at home.
How much did you say the Ornella was?
250.
Yeah, I'll just get money out there. At the marketplace. I mean, normally we'd just do the quests and do it.
Our town is peaceful. Have a pleasant stay.
Nobody saw this happen.
Someone probably cheating.
Hey, stop cheating! Oh, shuriken, and not a clue when I'm gonna do a solo build for ninja if I do one. Probably should. If I don't do it, somebody else will.
It'll be me and it'll be wrong.
Yeah, probably.
So you kind of have to.
Might have just bought a full set of Adurin as well, but, you know, each to their own.
Cheat.
At least I didn't just go and buy a Zarka.
Can you imagine if you did? That would be funny.
But from time to time, it's a comedy.
Let me see how your eye for things is. Make a choice.
Hello, Valiant.
Vanilla short sword. They got offhands as well. He hasn't, has he, on this guy? On this? Oh yeah, he has. No, he hasn't.
The accuracy one, yeah.
Has he?
Yeah.
Just must have gone past that. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, we're full out. We're full on cheating. This is what I would realistically grind at this point in time, anyway. Or look to grind at this point in time. What have you been leveling in terms of skills?
I took the movement one, ghost step.
Yeah, guess that was what I was thinking. But
I got the shuriken throw. You just push LP for it. One shots.
okay, we'll wait. We'll wait a couple of levels and then we'll smash it up.
Best one's probably thingy in it, Fox Claw.
Mm-hmm.
What was that, sorry, mate?
Foxclaw,
Call.
Yeah, Fox Claw is just no brain. That's what I've been spamming.
and what's it called? Shadow Slash.
Hello, adventurer.
Gives you attack speed
Yeah.
buff.
See? All coming back to me. All coming back to me now.
Buy a few mysterious bundles, because lol.
You get an ogre ring now, like perfect start to the game.
Can you be?
Oh, I got a Mark of Shadow on our run the other day.
Nice.
Longer. Oh, this nightmare.
Not realistic. Not gonna happen on PS4. 40 more days.
What are we using? A short sword now, isn't it?
40 more days. Yeah, it's gonna
We
be
are
a
short,
long,
yeah.
a long wait, and it's still up in the air whether I'm gonna be there on the day of release. And there's so much, so much that could go right, technically wrong between now and then.
Well, we rush and make the guild.
Yeah, you guys need to rush and make the guild. If I can't be on as well, one of you is probably gonna need to log an account for me and get my name. But I should, even if I'm literally like,
What goblins are up to.
I'll be right back 10 minutes while you squeeze the baby out. I'm just gonna go and get my name on video. I would never do that. Intentionally.
This is what she hears you and kills you.
She would literally just chop them off and I would never be able to use them again.
The reality is, like, after she's given birth, you're not going to be in the hospital by her side the whole time. You're going to have to go home at some point to rest. So.
He's got visions of me being over the moon that the baby's come and then getting back to find a message on my PS4 saying you can have your name for £100. Screw you, asshole. It's a dick move. It's exactly what I'd have done. Recommended starting class on PS4 if we have the same 6 that we had on launch on Xbox. If you're not planning on playing one of those 6, I would go Ranger or Wizard Witch. One of those. If you are planning on playing one of the 6, I would advise making not only 1 but 6 of that class. Everyone thinks I'm crazy when I say to do that.
It does sound a little crazy.
It does sound a little crazy. Why would I want 6 of the same class? Well, I mean, you should ask that question. There are various reasons.
Discipline, discipline, discipline.
Well, if you fill all of your character slots with the same class, you physically can't re-roll for 24 hours, which means that you will rethink all of your bad decisions. Yeah, I'm gonna wet the baby's head by playing Black Desert and getting shit-faced.
Are you doing the quest or are you doing the grind?
I'm questing it. Like, this is the only way that we're gonna get an idea for it, and knowing the breakpoints.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. If it's your first time playing Black Desert, you cannot go wrong with Witch or Wizard. You physically cannot die as a Witch or Wizard. If you do die as a Witch or Wizard, you need to rethink which game you're playing, and you'll be spot on. I mean, the class is self-sufficient. It's a good grinding class. It's just about to get PvE buffs. I'm not sure whether we'll have them on release. It's just a solid class, and they're really good on console. Everything that you hear about them from PC about how they're bad at 1v1 and blah 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 is a lie when it comes to console, because they are gods. Mike plays Zerka. Mike loves Zerka. Zerka's life. Okay. We need another totem. No totem now. Okay.
Oh no! I spilled fucking slushy over my crotch.
Okay. It won't let me use. Oh yeah, it will let me use the value pack now. Nice. Berserker's in a really good spot pre-awakened as well. The only problem is that we don't know how long pre-awakened's going to last. It might not last as long as Xbox, which means that playing a pre-awakened class isn't necessarily your best choice. However, if you pick a class based off its awakening and they don't release awakening for 3 months nearly, you're then stuck playing a class that's got a shit pre-awakening. But yeah.
Best bet to pick what you think looks cool.
Yeah, kind of.
You should be happy partially.
Yeah, if you're gonna play Sword, especially if you're on NA. If you're on EU, then you're shit critical out of battle. If you're on NA, then happy to help. I'm not 100% if I'm playing Sork yet, but chances are I will, to be fair. I'd never stop playing Sork. For all of my sins, no matter how much I say I'm going to stop playing the class, I always end up back on the class. Winds me up sometimes.
You say this, but you'd be raid leading now. That might be more difficult at the front line.
To be fair, if I'm leading, it might just, or when I'm leading, it might just give me the discipline I need to not jump in like a mongoloid all the time. Fucking die. Wait, why? Sork post-awakening on Xbox feels really awkward to get used to as well, but it's one of those classes you just stick with. If you stick with it, you'll have a good time. Real good time. Real good time.
What skills have you guys gone with them for upgrading?
I haven't put any skill points anywhere.
In which case, what are you primarily using?
I'm smashing right trigger. And left trigger. And every trigger. Because I'm not paying attention.
They're more like a striker then.
Yeah. Sork on control. I said this to everybody that's played Sork from, just from a console, because they've not played it on PC. All of the console players that played Sork just once it released on console have had a really good time getting used to it, because they're not used to any of the little intricacies that you can't do on a controller. If you've played it on PC, it kills you to not be able to 180 spin and stinger into somebody's back. That alone just feels so hard to do on a controller. But if you're not used to it, you're not going to have any of those issues. It takes a lot of effort to relearn a class that you've played for a long time on PC to have to play it like you do on console. It plays differently in subtle ways. So if you haven't played it, you'll adjust to it way better than I did. I'd just say, all the classes spend a lot of time dueling. Whole lot of time fighting. And pre-awakening, get ready for a bit of a hard time. It's not a bad class pre-awakening at all, but once the rangers all learn how to animation cancel shotgun, it just gets a lot harder to outplay.
Shotgun's in a whole other league there, pre-awakening.
Yeah, shotgun
Annoying.
pre-awakening's a fucking joke. Well, it's not the shotgun though. The shotgun damage is fine, you can deal with the shotgun damage. It's the knockdown into shotgun damage, or the Zerker grab into shotgun damage, or anything into shotgun damage. It's not a problem if you can move, because you can range it, you can avoid it, you can dodge it. It's when you're on your ass, getting all of that sexy multiplier damage going, and you just wanna roll over and fall down. Man, I love auto run for streaming. It just lets you not pay attention to shit. If I can do this with a baby shitting and puking all over me, on about. I can fight strikers as a Sork with one hand. Well, not win, but see if I can do it. Why is my shotgun off? Oh, that's right, it's not playing the stream. There we go. I don't know why I'm trying to kill people that I don't need to kill. This class is fun. Oh, as fun gets.
Did you answer that about the how do you find Sork on the controller?
Yeah. How did
Yeah.
you not hear me answering that?
Mate, stopping tacos in face.
Tacos.
Taco.
Do with eating, to be fair. No, we're gonna do this. We're gonna find the way and the motivation to be committed to playing a character on an account I will not
Where are you
be
streaming?
playing. Why what?
Where are you streaming?
I'm streaming on YouTube.
Alright.
I didn't want to stream on Twitch because some of the other guys are doing partner streams. I felt like I didn't volunteer to do a partner stream because I felt like I couldn't be bothered committing to it, but then I had the night free, so I thought I'll stream anyway. So I should have done the partner stream and got a costume or something to show off. Got another couple of videos coming soon as well, I hope. Have you entered the competition, Mike?
Sorry?
Have you entered the competition for the $30 game card?
No.
Amateurs, man, amateurs.
Where is this?
I
On
ain't
Twitter.
neither, man.
Basically, you fill in your details and then you get another 2 entries if you visit my YouTube channel, and if you subscribe, follow on Twitter, you get another entry. And there's a third
right.
one somewhere, I don't know what it is. But then you can get other entries for doing other things. So
We might find a little bit tricky though if 2 of eXile and get you all the off the saleable gift vouchers.
It's not me that's doing the giveaway, dude. Not my giveaway, it's BDO's. I'm doing my own giveaway soon.
Do we know what we're going to be giving away, or it's just a secret?
Yeah, it's very likely going to be giving away a $30 Xbox gift card.
Let me know if my fan annoys you.
You what?
Let me know if my fan annoys you. Like,
Oh, I can't hear
on
it.
the mic.
It's
No,
sat
I
next
can't.
to my computer, man. I can hear my computer more than I can hear anything else.
I can hear my children more than I can hear anything
Yeah,
else.
there's that. Kids, who'd have them, right?
I know, right?
Kids,
All of us
what
apparently.
are they good for?
Might be you.
Oh, man.
I can't remember if Mike does or not.
What do you want, Beetle? What's your issue, Beetle? Weird doing these quests again. They've moved things around, haven't they?
Yeah.
Yep.
Man, I wish they'd not change things. Like, I'm not used to it when they change things. I prefer it when things are how I enjoy them.
Damn you, change.
Yeah, I don't handle change well. Which goes to show you my life choices aren't always what they should be. Escape from Cram Castle.
Enter Con Castle.
Wizard is a very good choice for PS4.
Yeah, you'll be loved by most guilds. So you should have free
No
reign
issue
quick
finding
if you're
guilds
maniac.
on Wizard. I think the closer we get to the release date, the more people are going to start getting hyped for it on PS4.
Mm-hmm.
I would be looking forward to it a whole lot more if I could book time off work to play.
Yeah, I can't. Annoyingly.
Mike's going to be sat there going, "Hi, you're all noobs.
Yeah.
I'm not joining the guild, I want
See
to
ya.
play you instead."
You haven't got time off, did you say, Lauren?
Boring, isn't it?
Not yet. I have to start down on my new floor because I start a new job on Monday. So hopefully make some changes then. Because I'm changing, I can't make the changes to my shift before I start working.
It's weird.
Yeah, should be okay. Me and it's just a few days.
I'll either be on paternity or working, so we'll see how that goes. Paternity could be a good one, depending on how much he sleeps. I thought we were meant to be getting rewards for like being logged in and leveling and stuff, but we're not getting them.
Not for this one,
You do
really.
get leveling rewards. Check your challenge for me.
Yeah, but what about the being logged in? Oh wait a minute, there you go, yeah,
Oh.
play 1 hour and you get like
Oh,
a
yeah.
special gift that gives you like a chance
Like
at
Ninja
bazzy
Reach
belts
15.
and boss armor and stupid shit.
I've got
Really?
the 5-minute play event, so it's triggering it.
Yeah, it'll be triggering, I've just not been paying attention to it obviously.
Alright, let's open it.
Yeah, some of the shit you get is ridiculous, man. Like, these events should all be running on PS4 as well at some time or another, so knowing this is kind of like, huh, okay, we're gonna get some free shit, that's cool.
Oh, got a bench show, Nicholas.
Well, could be worse. How much are bench shows down?
10 DP?
2 sharps, isn't it?
Uh.
Is bench shows 2 sharps or 2 hards? Can't remember.
Hard. Too hard.
That sucks.
So we don't care about
2.8
how to start
million.
up and selling the ones that I'm getting for free.
Welcome, adventurer. Is it your first time here in Velia?
I'm purposely not picking up all these pieces because I'm trying to do them in a different video.
Yeah.
Watch out, the warrior when it comes out. Warrior, pre-awakened warrior is you either hate it or you love it. It's a love-hate relationship. Post-awakening, it's pretty fun.
Warrior is like the slowest grind in the world, pre-awakened.
Yeah.
It's weird though, because Morrigan was saying like if you had to do it all again, he'd do warrior pre-awakened and Wizwitch post-awakened. Like, why would you subject yourself to warrior pre-awakened? Why? Like, unless you really want to play the warrior class, why would you subject yourself to that? I could quite
There's better
literally
options,
watch
man.
paint dry and enjoy it more. But I'm debating it. That being said, Sork pre-awakened was just, yeah, it's just ridiculous, it's horrible. Dark flame, dark flame, dark flame, dark flame, dark flame. So at this point in time, we'd have 3-part Agerian. So we'd have Agerian set bonus at this point in time. Okay. And Ornella sword, and we wouldn't have the offhand, wouldn't have the accuracy offhand, because we'd be too short on money. Well, no, we would, because I've got 3 Blackstones, and I've not claimed any leveling rewards, so I would be in a position to sell and make money. Okay, no,
Back in a minute.
I would be fine at this point in time to carry on with Ornella and stuff. At 17 though, you know when you come to Heidel, would you not feel like grinding it before carrying on with quests?
Yeah, I'd grind the farm, and I'll probably go grind.
I don't know, let's have a look where the quest take us, because like you're already past, you'd be around level 15 at this point. We're over leveled because of the bells and stuff, so I reckon once you get to the quarry, I'd probably go the quarry to 18 before I moved on. Or 17. Yeah, this makes sense. So, has anyone got a notepad or anything? They can write this down.
Or the usual grind spots. I've got it all written down anyway.
No, I know it's the usual grind spots, but like literally questing. You should hit level 15 by this point and grind the quarry to 18 before carrying on the quest.
Yeah.
To be fair, it doesn't matter, 'cause I can watch the stream back. Trying to get a feel for where, like, because if we just quest solely, then it'll do it. But I'm thinking that there's a more efficient way of doing it as well as.
So this level, do we typically get more as a group leveling, or do we get less as a group leveling?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you at this level. What?
We get more as a group leveling from the XP kills, or is it less?
You'll never get more as a
less?
group leveling until much later. I mean, as a group leveling, it's probably going to be when we hit 40s or above and we can do catchup. But if we're not grinding, there's no point.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that there's any point in grouping on knowledge unless you grind or in grind path. And even then, that's hit or miss. Especially not if you're going to play Witch or Wiz, because you're just going to have such an easy time. Yeah, I mean, I'd say grinding at the quarry then makes sense, and then following the quest line again. It should take you naturally to some of the grind spots. Depends whether I want to grind ahead, but a lot depends on what's happening on the day. But
I'm trying to say to myself, I don't need to grind.
I'm on 35 energy and 8 CP. So I've got the energy that I need to, by the time all the ults finish, to re-roll Velia. I don't have the energy that I need to do anything else, so I would need to pick up energy while I'm doing this. Definitely need to pick up the energy while I'm doing this. Alright, so you get Jirian shoes by this point. Cool. So full of Jirian at this point in time. Which is more than you need, and an Ornella.
You don't need the full set.
No, I know you don't, you can use other items, but this is the
Use
point
the
where you
adventurer's shoes. You should have them as well.
Amerigo.
From quest. Adventurer's shoes.
I haven't done any more of the quests, probably. Can't remember where you get the adventures from. Because I've literally not quested to level, ever.
That's crazy. So the play every day to receive late special gifts every 3 hours, or 3 hours a day.
You get 2 boxes,
That's
one
crazy.
at an hour, one at 3 hours, and they give you ridiculous items.
Yeah, it's a crazy good reward.
Big catch-up mechanic, big catch-up push for Xbox users. It's a really good event, to be fair. Let's have a look at what we get. What do we get in the first Lay's special gift box? Hey, Master Illustration. So we reckon, guys, nothing. Memory fragment. Ooh, big rewards. Was it one or was it? Yeah, it wasn't even multiple. It was just a memory fragment. Look at me. Trying to remember the route that the quests take you so that I can remember where I'm going to be grinding at any given point. Because if this takes you over to Estello
Takes you to
farm,
the castle, doesn't it?
Does it take you to
Takes
Estello
you to the
farm?
farm and the castle.
It's a farm at 18, the scarecrow south of Heidel, but it doesn't take you south of Heidel,
Yeah.
it takes you to Altar Imps. So I'm thinking,
Well, you get crossroad there at that point, so you kind of take your own path from there on.
once you get to Altar Imps, you do. Not before.
I know you get a crossroad.
Not unless I wasn't paying attention when I picked it up. You shouldn't have a crossroad at this point.
You get on the middle of in Heidel.
If you're just following the main quest line.
Yeah.
I didn't. Unless I skipped it.
Cronstone. It's singular Cronstone.
Yeah, I got taught to Lynch Farm, so I'm trying to think of what route I'd take from Lynch Farm, but...
Rid of the imps, please.
To be fair, no, I'd probably take this route. I like Lynch. I like Lynch Farm ruins for Altar Imps. They're level 18, up to level 18 imps anyway, so it should be a reasonable space to hit 20. I remember. Do you remember that Altar Imps used to be one of the main grind spots? Like on thingy launch, not one of the end game. I mean, one of the leveling spots. Like Altar Imps used to be somewhere that you do like 4 levels, and then you go to Alejandro Farm and grind those beetles around the towers. You just stand there and fucking grind beetles. That was interesting.
You go to Castle Ruins, the quest line. Takes you to that.
It used to be a different path on PC launch.
OPC.
You did Altar Imps, and then you did beetles at Alejandro, and then you went to Castle. But you didn't stay at Castle for long, and you went to Monastery, and you didn't stay at Monastery for long. Because the experience wasn't the way that it is anymore.
No.
Yeah, I'm on NA at the minute. I will be starting NA on PC. We're just killing time at the minute. None of us are playing Xbox seriously. And this is a good way of me getting footage for some of my videos. Yeah, I'd probably say grind this to 20. I don't think I'd ever have a serious character called Stabby Stabby either.
You say that, but that could be your new main name.
Could be, if somebody steals my name on launch. There you go, if you want to see me play a character called Stabby Stabby or Psyche Psyche, take Vext on launch.
Alright, so it's taken me an hour basically to get to the Crossroad quest.
In Heidel or...
Yeah.
See, so you do the altars before the imps before you do Crossroads, don't you?
Yeah.
I thought so. I didn't think that had gone crazy. And then which Crossroads do you take?
The one in the middle.
Middle one. And does that naturally flow you
The middle
down
one
to...
gives you yeah, you go down to Scarecrows.
Cool.
Middle one's based on you killing more stuff rather than doing quests.
Yeah, I thought so. I remembered that one of them naturally took you the right way, and I remember doing this wizard altar thing was before you went down there, so I'd still hit 20 doing this. While I'm at the altar, I think I'd hit 20 while I'm at the tower, and then go back to Heidel and do Crossroads. Ninja doesn't have as much of a spot in sieges as Sork because it doesn't bring an AoE CC the same way Sork does, but it's still good for flanking groups, cannon groups, all that fun shit. What are you gonna say, Mike?
I said you've only got to look at the central market to see how better populated the American soldiers are.
I know. The economy is just so much better. I'm looking forward to actually being able to life skill and shit. Considering I hated life skilling on PC. Come to enjoy it on Xbox.
It has its place on it.
Has more than a place. It has a really good place at the minute. just yeah, I don't know. It's not as good as it could be, but it's still damn good. Oh, stop jumping random places.
Uh huh. Gotcha.
Gotcha. I think ultimately ninjas in sieges and stuff like that, it depends on what kind of guild you're in as well and what your guild needs. I mean, if you're in a guild that doesn't need flank groups because you're not in a huge siege and you're just doing nodes and stuff, then it might feel a little bit out of place. If your guild's not going to make the most out of ninjas, then you're going to struggle a little bit. But it's like Sork, it's all about timing and planning when you're going to go into a group, rather than just like randomly trying to run in and one shot.
I forget Ninja 58 you get like guaranteed yellow accessory.
Yep, it's good, isn't it? Shame they haven't added Kobe's in yet though. I'm hoping a lot of this stuff's in place when we on PS4. You know, like Kobelinus, once you get the 62 Marnie's already there for when you're leveling. Like, a lot of the stuff, like, I like Xbox players and I've enjoyed playing Xbox, but I hope you guys got screwed. And it's nicer for us on PS4. Mass exodus of people leaving the channel and unsubbing. You're an asshole.
Why is that?
Well, the next big thing is going to be Kama Sylvia released
Yeah.
for Xbox.
Yeah.
Camasil with the quests as well for 60 to 62. If everything's in place, everyone will catch up.
I reckon they release Kama Sylvia the same day at PS4 releases.
Yeah. Good call.
Big celebration, that deal.
Yeah, it's gonna be great when it releases on PS4. I'm gonna have the time of my life. Just fucking about again. Good
Yeah, just make sure to keep your room well ventilated.
Yes. I'm just gonna constantly put an ice bucket next to my PS4 also. Is that fan doing work for you then?
It is, yeah, but the fan is quite loud. Well, it's not loud, but you hear it if you haven't got a headset on.
Yeah. I sit next to a PC anyway, so I hear it non-stop. But that's cool. I'm gonna recommend it when I do a video then, because obviously if we're leaving consoles on,
Yeah, it's definitely
Michael,
worth
you get
having.
you get a soft fan too, Michael, just the bottom one.
I've got the stand.
The plan is to launch eXile, or to have eXile made on day one in game. Now, if you don't know, the way that guilds work is that it comes in stages, so you won't be able to like mass recruit on day one, and we're not looking to grow huge to start with, so there's going to be limited spots. We're going to open up applications in the next week or two. So there will be a way to apply, and it'll get announced to everybody, because I know there's a lot of people asking about it. But until we've got everything sorted, there's no point in us throwing things out there. So, did you go to the Nagas and stuff before you did the Crossroads?
No.
No. So I've gone a different path to you, haven't I? Somehow, because I'm on the permanent token quest.
The Nagas came after the
Yeah,
ruined castle.
I've not been paying attention. I've skipped the Crossroads. I've not skipped, but I've picked the wrong Crossroads, I think. Biggest tip if you want to roll the Kunoichi is play ninja. Basically.
Wasn't the general consensus with the Kinuichi that she actually received a lot of nerfs, which made her not nearly as good now? Something to do with the stealth ability?
Ninja's overall a better version of the two technically, if you want to like sort of break it down, but I don't mean that in a bad way as in play ninja, I mean it as in literally play ninja, because you will get a feel for what the class is going to be like. And it won't come
I
to
like the
PS4 for
Kunoichi
a
because she
long
just
time.
looks better.
See,
It
I
does
don't
look
think she
better,
does,
yeah.
But yeah,
And then
Kunoichi
it's
will
just-
not be coming to PS4 for a while.
It's the Sachakram that's just like, just looks epic.
No, it doesn't. Put that out there right away. No, it doesn't.
Well, I like it.
Well, you're an idiot.
Okay.
But what? No, I don't have to be fair. If you think it looks better, you're entitled to your own opinion. Just like everybody.
Yes.
Everybody else. We all have opinions just like ourselves. Unfortunately, some of them stink. Yeah, I used it on you.
Kunoichi is a better grinder.
It is. It is the better grinder. Right. But that's not the point. Ninja has two swords. Kunoichi just steps through this big ass, stupid looking.
Ninja has a bucket of swords. What are you on
Shuffle
about? When they
bullshit.
awaken, they got tons of the things.
On what?
The ninja has bloody loads of swords when they awaken.
Yeah, Ninja's way better. Ninja's just better. Mystic Tamer and female. Mystic Tamer and Kunoichi. Wow, you've picked like the 3 classes that just ain't gonna be around for a while.
They're never going to appear for like the better
No,
part
they
of a
will. They're
year
working
now.
their way backwards through the thingies list, the list of like most voted for.
Wait till we get
classes.
Archer.
Yeah, that's
At
the
least
class
you-
I'm looking for.
At least you didn't pick Valkyrie in that list.
Well, gods.
I'd
Valks
love
are
to play
gods.
Valk.
Valks are.
I think
gods.
Valk scored the lowest.
Shouldn't have, because Valks are gods. As for what I will be playing on release, very likely Sork, because I can't help it. It's like the most depressing thing in the world. I don't want to play Sork. Can't help myself.
That and when you call PA baguette, you want to not be talking to yourself, but talking to me.
I'm going to shout and begin again. Love Americans. I'm going to be in my element on NA servers, playing with Americans again. Genuinely miss it.
Yes, I do.
I can't think of any games I've played on NA servers, primarily.
The first for everything.
Terror for me. I did Terror on NA. That was a mistake. Came back to Terror again after.
Some of the most fun I had raiding was on NA, but not the most productive, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Right, Mike, before the crossroads, did you do the whole paying off debts? Where you take the money back to Heidel, is that? Yeah, I think
No.
I know what I've done. I don't know how long the stream's been live, but I'm guessing that it's took me a little bit longer than it took you.
You've been doing it like 1.25 hours.
How long did it take you, Mike?
To get to Crossroad took me like 50 minutes,
50 minutes.
roughly.
From the very start to crossroads.
Yeah.
Alright, so it took me an hour 15, but if I was playing a different class and paying attention, I reckon I'd have done it quicker. What level are you?
Oh god, I got a jumping puzzle.
I reckon on Sork I'd have done it a ton faster. Yeah, there we go, crossroads. Silence, we're done here. Right, cool. So it's taken me this long to get to crossroads. That's fine. That's fine, I can deal with this. I've not got my chat up anymore. Why is it not up? There we go. There we go. Yeah, practice playing on Xbox. If somebody's got Xbox, you could play on it. The controller schemes are going to be the same. Like, I don't see them doing anything daft, like flipping triggers or anything stupid. That just makes no sense. Alright, so at Crossroads we hit Moretti Farm. Should already be
I'm 22.
22 would. Yeah, so to be fair, you wouldn't grind Alter Imp. You'd hit Moretti Farm instead. If you weren't already 20 at this point.
You kind of wouldn't. Well, you would be if you grind a little bit. In the bells still helping us a bit.
Yeah, grind.
But don't forget, we're going to have the costumes too, mind you. We're going to have the free costumes at the start. So
we're going to have costume. We're going to have XP buffs, but we're not going to have 100% bells plus hot time. So we shouldn't have to grind much, but we will have to grind something.
Can you imagine if they do give us hot time to begin with? No. That'll be crazy.
No. They need to be careful with the PS4 launch. If they speed it up too much, they're going to ruin it for themselves. Well, they're not, because people are still going to love it. But they're going to detract a lot of the learning curve from people. They're not going to help the new players learn the game. Let's go step. Ankle cut is a fun skill. I miss ankle cut. Okay. No need to miss it. We'll just use it.
Then you change your family name. You can change your family name, but you can only do it with a purchase token.
Yeah, fun times.
It's probably
Your
much level with ankle cutter.
Yeah, it did.
Ankle cutter gives DP.
Yeah, I've just skilled
If you
up. I
debuff.
can't remember what button press combo it is already.
I was going to say, your
LTRP.
Oh yeah, so it is. And forward is goes green, that's cool. You to change your family name, you have to buy a Pearl Shop item. Pretty much AP or accuracy offhand will always be a case of depending on what you're doing, but you can't go wrong with accuracy. Well, use AP if you want, but accuracy is just going to make grinding higher level mobs easier. Speed life up. PS4 community will be more competitive than Xbox. It should be more competitive than Xbox if they've learned anything, but who knows? It might not be. That's why we're on an NA and hoping. Pick our own fights. I did forget though, like a lot of these quests drag you to the grind spots anyway, don't they? So
Yeah.
ask about Al-Rundi. I would if the geezer would talk to me.
I can't take responsibility anymore. Revolution? Who says that? Whatever others are saying, Al-Rundi's a rebel.
What are you doing? Arundi, the boss.
I'm about to now, yeah. Well, I'm about to go towards that area. Got to drive out the rebels and shit first.
Oh, yeah, I've just done that.
I'm so
managed to
behind
catch
you
up
guys.
reasonably. That's not bad. I like Shuriken Malice for leveling. It's cool skill.
I ain't got that yet, I don't think. Do I?
Just left button, left. Yeah, that'll be.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah.
It's a very narrow AoE that's pretty faster. Oh, I need to mess about with cancels and stuff. No, God decided not to play PS4 because he's got some friends that came over from NA to EU on Xbox, so they're just going to be playing on there. More fool them. The original intent was for him to come over with me. Where's it?
I has calzone.
Yes. I have no money for calzone.
Yeah. Sophie bought me this.
So who's stronger in PvP, Ninja or Striker? To be fair, Striker has a lot of issues with Ninja because of the physical damage. And they excel against magic damage classes, but they're not that easy to compare because they play so differently and have such different roles. And I wouldn't be able to tell you which one's better on console at the minute because we have no idea like how Ninja's going to play properly with Awakening or anything else. Oh, why did my chat just die on my stream? What the fuck?
Yeah, your whole stream died.
My whole stream died.
Yep.
Ah.
No, you caught up. Okay.
Is it caught up now?
Your chat's still dead though. We need to retry it.
Okay, it's a hot
Connect-
bar.
reconnected.
Ninjutsu back moonlight.
Which one's that?
Ninjutsu back moonlight or some shit. It's a nice AoE attack, but it's got a 30-second cooldown.
Yeah, my chat is still dead on my phone. Won't let me. Oh no, there you go. It's reloading it.
I can't reconnect. It just kicked me off again.
Oh, let me reload them. Random.
Just let me send an
There you
emoji.
go. It's good again. No, it's working.
Yeah, it's cool. Weird. Destroy barricades. I would love to destroy barricades if there are any barricades left. This is going to be the only problem with leveling through questing.
It'll be a perpetual problem for a while as well. It's not something we can ideally avoid to begin with.
No, that's fine. We'll be alright. We got this. I still
How do you
love
feel
the
about
Sword
Sork
class.
on console?
Still love the Sword class on console. Took a lot getting used to, but I still love the class. If you've never played it on PC, then it's so much easier to get used to playing, and a lot of the people that haven't played it on PC are loving the class on console. Sork switches probably the most between pre and post Awakening. Like it's not even comparable to most classes. Just because like Sork is heavily target, like heavily target, but Sork's mobility and defensive skill comes a lot from a mix of pre and post awakening, and all of their damage comes from post awakening, and it's so strange. The way that you have to switch between is just really weird compared to other classes. Some other classes might fish for CC or might switch out to do some utility, but Sork feels like it plays almost exclusively outside of awakening until it lands something. A lot of ninja gameplay is cheesy, like really cheesy. At least on PC it is. You pretty much just do one combo, and if it doesn't kill somebody, you run away. It's a shame, really, because it shouldn't really be able to get away with just doing that. But it does. Very likely won't on console though, so don't take any kind of like get any impression from PC that it will play the same on console, because it won't. Sork doesn't even play close to the same on console as it does on PC. I feel like I've proper stalled in questing because I'm not paying enough attention to it. Right, I know what we'll do, fuck it, Mike. I'm gonna transition. You're questing. Mike's questing.
You using the grind, are you?
I'm gonna switch over to ground.
What level are you?
23. I shouldn't, I should just quest, but okay. We'll see, actually, I might not bother because I've got supply crates in here now anyway. Nah, fuck it actually. Talk myself out of it again. Talk myself out of it again because I found all the supply crates I needed.
See, my server's got them all everywhere. There's no one on my server.
Like 1,000,001 people on this one. Defeat the rebels, easy. I'm not paying attention to chat for a bit because I'm trying to catch up to Mike.
Damn you, Mike.
He had a head start anyway.
Yeah, he did. Cheeky bastard.
Another 5 minutes.
5 minutes of this is an eternity in video. Ninja stealth in PvP has its uses.
Yes.
Yes.
You got an assassination ability while you're stealth. Does loads of damage.
Just being asked
Called,
in PvP. All of fucking the high damage skills. Well, I say all.
Yeah, it's called heart aiming. I mean, it's not absolute, and it does 1589% times 2.
Yeah,
And it's got 100% accuracy and crit rate.
in terms of the stealth functionality in PvP, you want to be hidden as much as physically possible. I'm not a big fan of stealth mechanic in this game overall, but any good PvP guild as well is going to carry flares and shit. So depends again, like anything in this game, what you're planning on doing in terms of PvP? Are you just going to roam and gank people, in which case you're perfectly fine. That's why everybody hates Ninja. In Siege PvP.
Isn't Shy there to reveal?
What did?
Isn't Shy there to counter stealth?
Yeah, but Shy's just a little
Yeah.
slut. Nobody cares. Before Shy, everybody used flares.
Did you just call her?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, little
Just
slut.
Shy, little slut. Look, right? People that think Shy is a child need to read up on how old Shy really is. Shy has been around
Yeah.
the houses a whole lot. Not gonna get into the whole the debate over Shy being a kid. Shy is a grown ass woman with a long past.
Yeah, it's also a Berserker's like handheld toy.
Yeah, pretty much. It wasn't going to be long
There's all
before
kinds of-
this deteriorated, was it, to be fair?
There's all kinds of wrong images coming out of that statement.
I don't want to go and get beer, but I know I'm going to go and pick her up at some point, so I can't even have a beer in my life. Well, I can. In fact, I probably will. Just not many. Just one.
What's the rule? One shy per field?
No, Shy is really good class. Like seriously, I'm not even taking the piss. We want Shies once they're released. We just don't want 20 of the fuckers. Oh, nighttime. Fuck now, Mike.
Nah, because Mike's ahead. He's at the back grind spot.
Yeah, it's too fair. I'm not even sure if there
So
is
doing
a spell on
quests.
this, so oh yeah, there is. No, don't talk to him. Right, now I'm doing Head of the Rebels. Fuck, I'm already really far behind. Okay. That analogy. That's so wrong. So wrong.
Let's play cricket, huh?
To be fair, they're shy. They were smart enough to give the class pajamas instead of stockings and a suspended belt and stuff. So
Yet.
yet, yeah, uncensored in a month because sales for costumes aren't high enough on Shy. Need those underwear sales for new classes. Well, it can never be said that Pearl Abyss doesn't cater for all of its customers.
Oh god.
Hey, each to their own. Well, not.
Yeah, the
not
Japanese
really each
market
to their
wants
own, to
it,
be
they'll
fair.
get it.
If we're thinking along those lines, definitely not each to their own, but. That class was never going to go down well. Stupid class. It's an interesting concept. Like, I like the idea of a buff class, especially a tanky buff bot like that. So
It does bring in the question though, if they're going to bring in things which are completely contrary to the general norm of the characters. They've got Berserker, and now they've got the Shy. They have other races
know what I
running
think
around.
they're
They
gonna do?
ever...
I can see it coming. I think they're going to release a threat mechanic for PvE, like a taunt and threat off from warriors and stuff, and
Yeah.
strikers, and I think they're going to put raids and PvE into the game.
They've already got them, haven't they?
Have they released them in Korea properly now? Because I thought they were still thinking about it.
Like, Warriors, well, Warriors definitely got a taunt ability.
Oh,
It's where they like tap their shield
is that a taunt?
with their sword.
Ah, fair enough. I thought you meant they'd already put the raids and stuff in. But no, that's what
Oh,
I
no.
genuinely think they're going to do. Because they need some kind of way of healing in this game without it being like constant healing, because that would break siege mechanics too much. So I think buffs, the potions, and damage mitigation, taunting and stuff will be a way that they can implement bosses and stuff.
I was saying as well, I'm intrigued to see if they release some of these other races that we see walking about with now Shy and Zerkers.
It'd be interesting to see what they do. I mean, if they do move the game to or include PvE in the game, I think it'll open up a huge new market or a huge new player base. The only problem is I don't know. I'm not a fan of PvE and PvP games when it comes to balancing. It winds me up.
Yeah, you're very right.
It
You're
winds
very
me
right
up
there.
so much. So if it happens, it happens. I mean,
Well, they got the
I
Altar
don't
of
want-
Blood, which is a PvE thing.
Yeah, they've added some stuff like that. Eagle's Talon. Let's equip Eagle's Talon because we can. I get the feeling I should have equipped like loads of stuff that I've just not equipped and whatever. Some stuff. Time to play PDO Xbox. Go for it, man. It's worth having a laugh. You're taking God's spot. Well, that'd be interesting if you can play at the level that God managed to play to. That'd be an interesting one. If you can manage to play to that level, I will quite happily offer you a spot.
It depends. Is your name Schmetter?
I'd take Schmetter. Blarix as well. Blarix has said might be playing.
Larix, yeah.
I have no issue taking these guys. I think that the Xbox might have brought out a lot of the wrong mentality.
Yes,
I think the community as a whole embrace things the wrong way, so I'd have no issues taking them. They'd just be subject to exactly the same rules as everybody else, and they would be kicked the second that they broke the rules. So there are a lot of quality players that I would have no issues playing alongside.
I can't remember the name. The Russians. Some of them are really good.
Yeah, best than the crew, Blind Crow.
Yeah.
There's lots of people, but at the same time, I'm not going to openly say, "Yo, everybody from EU, come over to come on PvP on NA on."
Can you
PlayStation 4."
imagine the rage that would ensue?
NA just doesn't fit for a lot of people. It really doesn't, and that's one of the things that people are going to need to understand as well if they're applying for the guild, is that you're going to have to be able to make 1 o'clock in the morning nodes during the week and sieges on weekends. There are only a few exceptions that we'll make for node wars while we're doing them. So, and if we're planning on not growing to be a huge guild, node wars will be a big source of income for the guild. And people that aren't able to make nodes and stuff will not get a payout, so they won't get the benefit of being in the guild anyway, because they will not be getting money from it. And it's one of those things. Ooh, crew horn helmet. I think I prefer the helmet to the boots. No, I don't. I prefer the boots. It's going to be an interesting one for people that genuinely want to join the guild. It depends what their goals are, which is one of the questions, coincidentally, that people are going to get asked as well. Very much hoping that eXile is going to be a case of one of those guilds where you join and have no intention of leaving.
Yeah, hopefully so.
That's the thing, if the person in the guild has work and can't attend those node times, then you wouldn't apply for the guild. A guild doesn't work around you, you work around the guild. You find a guild that fits your schedule, you don't expect the guild to alter their schedule to fit you. And that's something that people really need to get their head around if they're looking at applying to eXile. That's the kind of guild it's going to be. Like, it is going to be a PvP focused guild. We're not going to be a huge siege guild. We probably will be attending a lot of sieges anyway, but until sieges are released, in Calpian in particular, there will be node wars that are going to be required a lot of the time, or at least over weekends predominantly. Everybody works, we all work, but that's why we're going to NA, because those are the times that fit for us. If those times don't fit people, don't come from EU to NA. Makes no sense. I would not do it.
Got the outfit already.
Which one? The
Serendian costume one.
the green and white Robin Hood looking ass costume. Movement speed one.
Well, on the ninja it looks like a suit of armour.
Is it the movement speed?
Yeah. So that is, it's about 2 hours, maybe.
That's not bad.
Less.
I mean, this is
Didn't you
nowhere
get up
near
on
as
the
good as
tower?
grinding. This is nowhere near as good as grinding. But productivity-wise, it's miles better.
Well,
mean,
yeah,
I'm
the
on-
thing is the initial grind for the CP and the energy, isn't it? In reality.
Yeah, I'm on like 45 CP, I think.
You're on 45 CP? Only on 23.
Yeah.
We
I'm
played
on
the other
4.
character than me.
Yeah, but how much CP would we get for on the other character?
CP we were
Not that
at,
much.
I want to say 30 something.
Yeah, so I've done 23 from a fresh character and I've not deviated from the main quest line. So I've not done any sub-quests.
Well, in total I've got 52 CP. But
Okay. I'm not sure. What the fuck is BSL? Should I know what BSL is? Anyone want to help me out?
what?
Want to take a stab at what BSL is? I'm guessing it's game.
Black Spirit League.
Actually,
So,
that makes sense.
Pelabis's new esports franchise.
That actually makes sense. I didn't even think about that. So your plan is to be the best sword on NA. Might want to rethink that plan.
Good luck.
No, I'm joking.
Hey, someone's got to be the best.
Yeah. Someone's got to beat
Be the
me.
best.
I'm mediocre, so someone needs to beat me sooner or later. Consistently.
In fun situations, do you think we'll look at running PvP arena events with eXile?
I will not have the time to arrange.
Good thing there's 3 of us.
If you want to go ahead and arrange tournaments and stuff, by all means. If I had the time to do it, I would, but I do not feel I will have the time.
Not for the first.
For the first 10 years.
Nah, you'll be alright after that.
Yeah.
I don't know where you get this idea that parenting is so hands-on. I don't even know where my kids are.
We're on Medea 1 on NA, or I'm on Medea 1 on NA. Fuck knows where everybody else is. We're doing some
I'm
solo
Medea 3.
speed testing, so if people haven't worked out what we're doing from what we're saying, it's a bit of route planning for PS4 release. Let's try and determine where we can be at the end of day 1, and then at the end of week 1 and all that fun stuff. Which is why we've not just gone and bought gear off Marketplace and anything else.
The other thing being is we'll probably end up doing this faster than the Ninja currently is, purely because of the skill set.
Faster than this.
Yeah.
Sit me on sock and I'll be a lot faster.
Hello, Witch. Nom. The Witch is silly good.
Yeah, so for people that are looking, that are in the chat anyway, and that are thinking about eXile as a guild, or thinking that you're wanting to apply to eXile, it's not going to be like Alpha. Like that, it's not going to be a guild that's striving to be the biggest siege guild that shuts everybody out. It's literally going to be kind of the polar opposite. There's going to be a lot of emphasis on individuals over huge groups of people. Not interested in just overwhelming people with numbers, not interested in having a big numbers or a big necessarily gear advantage over people. So one of the rules, or one aspect of the guild, is that we're not going to be holding people's hands. If you can't hold your own grind spot and you can't look after yourself against 1 or 2 people, we're not going to come and help you. Like, you're going to have to learn to be able to play in those kinds of situations, because the only way that we're going to be able to achieve anything with a guild of 50 people is if everybody can handle themselves in multiple fights at multiple different times. Not just going to throw a bunch of witches and wizards into a ball, pop P8 and run through people. It just gets real boring real fast.
No accusations there, by the way, guys.
That's just Siege PvP. That unfortunately is how Siege PvP works. One ball versus another, and it just sucks.
Sucks balls.
It does. I prefer, like, the roles that I play in Sieges are always on flank squads or cannon squads or something. I'm always out of the main ball of people because I just get bored. I really get bored. I prefer setting up decent flanks and just really irritating people by crushing a backline. And also, the console doesn't handle big sieges too well. I'm not gonna lie. It really does not handle big sieges too well.
The console doesn't handle frames too well, to be fair.
No, not yet anyway. It will do in time. I'm sure they'll sort some stuff out. But
I
Yeah,
would
we
say
haven't got
Project
the,
Scarlet, but given our new path,
not touching
we
screen.
haven't got the PC options for performance.
Yeah, we haven't. And to be fair, the PC struggles at times, depending on what rig you've got. So we haven't got a lot of the options just yet. I mean, there'll be a lot more info once eXile gets officially opened up for recruitment. There's still a whole lot for us to sort out. Still working on having a logo commissioned as well, which hopefully will be done next week. At which point things will start to open up. But it's quite hard to recruit for a guild that's not on a game that's not already active. It's really hard to do that on a guild that's not already active.
I'd also suggest for anyone looking into it is look to get yourself a microphone if you don't already.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah, you're going to need a mic because part of the application process is going to be talking to us, so it's a pretty big requirement, to be fair. You kind of need to talk to us. We're not looking for people that have, like, years of PvP experience or anything. It's more about the right attitude. We can teach you a lot about the game. Teach you a ton about the game. Everything that you need from day one we can help with. If you've got the right attitude, then you've got nothing but time for people. I mean, there's a lot of videos, there's been a lot of my streams where I've sat and dueled with people for like 5, 6, 7 hours at a time to help them learn mechanics and get better at classes, so there's always that option for people. I forgot that you get so many accessories and shit, don't you, for doing this? Like, you get so much good
Yeah,
stuff.
you do.
Yeah, the main reason that I'm looking at not being bigger than 50 in terms of size of the guild is you can get better attendance. It's easier to get 50 people to attend than it is to get 90 people to attend. And if you've got 50 people that can handle themselves in PvP, that can listen, that know what they're doing, that can split into multiple groups, you can do so much more. You can achieve so much more than 90 people running in a ball. You really can. And it's more fun for everybody involved. Way more fun. Like, tearing big raids apart into multiple groups and hitting them from different angles is way more fun. We're probably not going to be playing much in terms of Xbox for you to join us, to be fair, dude. Like, this is probably one of the few nights I'm going to be playing. I am on best behaviour for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, unfortunately for us, it's a lot of it is testing with the Ninja release mainly, so you can get stream, and then really it's a lot of theory on what we're going to be doing with the guild. Getting all that threshed out sites and application threads and bots for Discord and whatnot.
Yeah, we're pretty much doing fuck all. Actively not playing the game much. Which seems counterproductive, but it's a good way of not burning out of the game. Since the launch is going to be interesting. Bush spiders, bush spiders. Yeah, I'm going over to PS4. Definitely playing PS4. I'm doing a lot of partner stuff on PS4 as well, so there's a couple of reasons why I'm doing it. Which coincidentally is another reason for the NA choice as well, because those guys are only awake during NA hours. It's a nightmare trying to talk so many other time of the day. The other good thing about it is that they will be speeding PS4 up somewhat, or at least be looking to try and catch it up quickly to keep the two consoles on the same patch, just because it makes sense, it's easier on manpower, it costs less money, and blah blah blah. But the control schemes are all the same as well, like the buttons are going to be the same, everything's going to transfer across the same, so doing content's not going to be a problem. And I've got my Sork on Xbox. So it's not going to be an issue if I need to do Xbox specific content based off releases and stuff. So overall it should be pretty cool. I don't know why I'm hovering over smoke screen. I don't know if I want Shadow Stomp and stuff right now.
I don't even know what they do. Can't even bother looking.
What do I want? What do I want? Take brace. It seems like loads of people are thinking about popping on NA on PS4 all of a sudden.
Yeah.
It's not my fault. I didn't do it.
We had an experience with this recently. We won't go into detail. Myself and Vext. But the general reasoning is that you've got a lot larger player base. You've got more servers to spread across. And the marketplace should, in theory, have a lot more going for it than we experienced on Xbox. Now, it is Xbox, but you're going to go on experience.
Ninjutsu after smoke screen. We'll put this on. Put it down. Yeah, put it down. Have you got smoke screen yet, dude? I hadn't thought about the touchpad on PS4. Huh. Yeah.
That's a good point.
Hadn't thought of the touchpad.
Ooh, Ghost Greeting looks pretty good. I might pick that up.
There we go.
What impact do you think the touchpad's going to have?
Just menu interaction.
Like ring menu?
Just menu interaction. You know, like getting
Ring
around
menu,
the eye on
that's a
screen
good
and
point.
stuff.
Hmm.
Just be a little bit more comfortable, I guess, for some people. I don't know. It's got some interesting implications. Could be used interestingly, but yeah. Also, like you said, if it could be rebound to ring menu, that could be good. Could be really good. Yeah, menu and map usage. Yeah, it could be pretty cool actually.
I've just picked up an Ancient Guardian seal.
From what?
The gift, the reward thing. The event.
I haven't got
That's what
mine
the
yet.
words I was looking for.
Well, not my next one yet anyway.
Now I got accessory, enlarging his boots. Okay.
We like a little bit of stealth, don't we? We like a little bit of stealth. How's the Discord coming along? My Discord or the guild Discord? Because my Discord hasn't even been started yet. The guild Discord has limited functionality.
We're getting there.
Limited functionality based off limited experience based off we don't have a fucking clue what we're doing. Yeah, that pretty much sums up how Discord's coming along.
Brownie points to someone who knows how to write bots for Discord.
Yeah,
I'll give you a
pretty
cookie.
cool, that.
No, I'd be genuinely interested in someone that could do that kind of stuff for us.
I hope the community is better on PS4 in general than it is on any other game, but it's PP games, so the community is going to suck ass and be expensive and all that fun stuff. Dun, 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 dun. Well, I did hope I would get like way further along than I am tonight, but I don't think it's gonna happen if I'm honest.
What was at the time?
I know, right?
Did we actually
Doing 9
finish at
to
5?
shifts if you can't like get the most out of it.
We would have got a lot further if we weren't just focusing quests, mind you. I mean, we would have been.
If I did the grind path, I
40.
would have gone a hell of a lot further.
Only thing is then backtracking to do everything else.
Yeah, like communities can destroy your enjoyment of a game. Really bad communities can be an absolute fucking nightmare. Sork on Terra plays so different to Sork on BDO. So different. I used to love Sork on Terra. So much fun. But then again, I love Sork on Aeon as well. So in fact, it's called Sork. I'll probably play it.
The thingy with the 2 blades, that's like a LAN on Terra, was pretty good.
Which one?
I forgot what it's called though.
Yeah, Sork's an interesting thing on this on video. Where the fuck is this quartermaster bitch? There she is. So yeah, Sork's interesting. Sort of plays different to how you'd imagine Sorceress would play in every other MMO ever made. I only ever really played it on PC. during release. To be fair for Terra.
LAN won't be out day one, most certainly not.
Yeah, unless they decide to go with a 10 class release, which I don't think they will. It shouldn't be out.
No.
As soon as I know information that I'm allowed to give out, I'll give it out. But at the minute, it's all looking very reminiscent of Xbox, which is a good thing, not a bad thing. But we'll see. We'll wait and see. There should be an announcement soon, surely. There's been a fair bit of time.
I think a lot of people come from ESO will have a difficult experience transitioning.
God came from ESO and had no issues.
I suppose, no, you're right.
Herbs came from ESO.
God did very well.
Yeah, but it depends on people's mentality of games, really. If you take
think
this
difference
kind of
being,
game straight away, then you'll be fine.
We're not going to get a beta for this one, but look at it.
Yeah, I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. I don't think they need to.
Releases what? No.
Like, they know server loads from Xbox, so it's not the same. Like, there isn't a need for them to beta test the PS4 launch. Not if they're using the whole same setup anyway.
With conversions, I mean, as we said earlier in Discord, it's a lot easier for them to transition from Xbox to PlayStation than it is from PC.
Console to console
Yeah,
is
yeah.
easier than PC to console. Makes more sense for them to do it this way. I will be buying the PS4 next month, and then get it set up from there. I get my copy of video on launch, I think.
So I think it's been exactly 2 hours now.
2 hours. And what level are you?
Yeah, I'm 33.
Faster with our classes we're used to. And
Yes, much.
faster than Ninja. Sounds like got the fastest grind, has it?
And I've just got the upgraded shoes.
Okay. I reckon... Wow, I can't for the life of me remember what 50 was on launch. Was it 5 hours? Because we were literally within like 10 minutes of each other, weren't we? Me, you, Foz were really close together. To get 50 at least, but then 55 is a different story. So I stopped and did
Because I was right
different
behind
things.
Boz. I mean, he literally took a second step back and got me through. Like, about 10 minutes later,
After
and that was about 5 hours.
Mike carried on leveling. I went and boosted Techie when he switched to Saw.
And then we had Agathon. He just never stopped.
That was funny because we were ahead of Agathon early on.
Yeah, yeah.
He did a lot of things right and played a lot of time.
Yeah, he did. Part of his crumbling, though, I think his downfall was exactly that.
No, YouTube is not my main job. I wish it was. Life would be so good if YouTube was my job. If anybody wants to send me enough money for YouTube to be my job, I'm not going to say no.
Maybe the other half will say, yes, okay.
In fairness, you do spend a lot of your day getting paid to do YouTube, though.
I'll say that in case Jack's watching.
was kind of half expecting us to comment in the chat. It's like, I am watching, I'm always
I
watching.
know what you're doing. Get off the shit, jerk. I wish if I could play this all day and stream all day, I would love to, but there's not enough in it.
Not currently, anyway. That could change, but it'd take a little while. Hopefully not. Hashtag don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell.
These guys do my job for me, man. Sub.
These people know if they're in Discord, they know. They've seen it.
Everyone's seen everything. What the hell have I got to do? Obtain stupid stuff off stupid mobs for stupid people. If you want immersive
You doing the kill the Red Orc still?
do not play Black Desert. Somewhere.
Wait till they see the mission to kill 5,000 orcs.
Yeah, somewhere in this game there is some deep and meaningful lore about various things and people and I don't know, but it's hidden behind kill 20 million of this and that. Lomani stones are finally in the game. That's nice. That's nice. Console just got their own version of the lolly, but no. It's meh. Grown-ass men will play what grown-ass men want to play. Unfortunately, that's usually childlike characters in underwear. It is. It's weird.
And then we have Mike, who plays almost exclusively a big chunky man with a really hideous face.
Nothing wrong with big chunky men with really hideous faces. They make up like the vast majority of the English population.
This is very true.
Consider myself to be one.
Chris is in fact a worker in real life.
Yep.
Thanks to us, Chris.
It is what it is. Where's my, right, I need this fucking quest mob and there's none around. I hate it when this happens.
What are you planning to play then, Chris, when you come onto NAPS?
Whatever
small
Nick tells me
child
to
in
play.
Underwear?
Whatever he tells you to play. So you'll be playing a witch or wizard with me then, I guess?
Yeah, we'll
Yes.
probably playing Witch.
Yeah.
He's going to learn to embrace the fact that despite being incredibly squishy, it's his job to teleport into the middle of groups of people and die.
I'm okay with that.
PA? Just ingrain PA into your brain and everything will be
PA
fine.
followed by teleport, followed by meteor. No, sorry. PA, meteor, teleport, super
Blizzard.
armor rotation, heal, super armor rotation, teleport. There you go. That's Wizard PvP 101. It's really that simple. Don't let anybody tell you it isn't.
I think I have to work on my muscle memory.
Teleport now. Yeah, I'm not going to destroy my Shoedad armor for Cronstones this time round.
No, I'm not.
Fully intend on keeping both.
That
sets.
said, we do get the secondary shootout, which looks better. So maybe I will.
Oh, we get a classical armor set as well, whatever that is. I
We're
think it's
not
cast
getting-
on.
We won't be getting 2 Shoodads if we're getting classic. We'll
You
We're
will.
not.
Have you had any confirmation of it? 'Cause as far as I know, we'll get 1, plus we'll get Shoedad LE.
You get the shootout in the classic at the start, and then we get the glorious shootout when they release it on the shop.
If
God-given
if
skills,
they
that's
release it.
right.
Oh well, if we get Karlstein as well, then that's just even better. I'm all for Karlstein. How will solo players fare for BDO? On console, it's a bit shitty at the minute if you're solo. On PC, it's fine because you can merc yourself out to guilds and join in sieges and stuff, so it's all fun and games. To be fair though, you'll spend 90%, 99.999999999% of your time solo. or AFK. Yeah, solo or AFK. And then once a week, if you're in a siege guild, you all come together to be disappointed. That's the.
You're really selling this game.
I know, right? By the way, I'm a partner of BDO. Go and buy the game. It's not that bad, no. Solo players are fine. I mean, you can play solo. You can have a whale of a time play. A lot of my most enjoyable experiences are solo. Getting into 1vx fights in the open world, dueling, so much fun. Yeah, it's a cool game. You don't need people around you, thankfully, because there's no like dungeons and shit. You can do world bosses solo. You can get the best gear solo. You don't really have to be in a group or play with people. However, it is an MMO, and I would advise being social. Just because otherwise you will spend the rest of your life playing this game and developing no social skills. Like me.
Here's a question.
Yeah.
How does one change from kunai to shuriken and vice versa?
June.
Just equip it.
You have to equip it.
Which is why you choose one.
Item.
I don't think Kunai is worth it on
It's not
Ninja
worth
from
it
what I
on Ninja.
remember.
Do not level a Kunai skill, it's just not worth it. Why? Oh, that's why the blacksmith's not open. Put my binding on the wrong one. I'm going NA for PS4. So level 50, you get jumped. No, you don't get jumped. See that's this is a huge misconception. It's quite annoying, to be fair, because I wish people would stop spreading shit on the videos about it, because it's not true. Like, once you hit level 50 and you accept the quest and you do the quest, you become PvPable basically. So you can choose to PvP by flagging yourself, and if you kill somebody that's not flagged, you will lose karma, and if you lose too much karma, you'll become negative, and anybody can kill you, guards will kill you, and it's just an utter ball ache. Now, if you don't flag, other people will not necessarily flag on you. There aren't groups of people sat outside Hydel, Calcian or whatever waiting to kill you because you're level 50. It just doesn't happen. It really doesn't happen. There are the occasional people that will kill you because they can. If you rotate into somebody's grind spot and they've been grinding there for a while, they'll probably kill you, but you'll do the same to other people, trust me. You will do the same to other people. No matter what you think you won't do, you will do the same. But you don't just get jumped. There is no inherent... I mean, if I got to level 50 today, you'd see. But it won't happen. There will be occasional people, and you will die occasionally to it. You'll come back, you'll be AFK in somewhere, which you'll learn not to do, and someone will kill you. Just for shits and giggles. And if you're me, and you decide to AFK fish at the wrong part of the pier in Velia, you will wake up out in the middle of the sea, because people will take you for a ride, and record it, and send it to you. It's not fucking funny.
Kind of funny.
It's not fucking funny. I got an enhanced
You're
Bastia.
the one that has to swim back.
I don't even think I've got a Bastia weapon to enhance that one.
After you do the quest, you can get the ultimate one, which you can upgrade to +7.
Yeah. Yep, there is player killing. There's a big thing about player killing, but there's no net. If you die, just res and run back. Fuck it. Who cares? But yeah, if you mess with somebody's rotation, you deserve to die, and there is a special place in hell reserved for you. Yeah, and if somebody walks into your spot, you will develop this unique ability to forget that anybody ever PK'd you before and how much you hated it, because you'll just kill that person.
There's a misconception from people that don't PvP that you can share a grind spot, and that is fine to share it. But if you'd like half of your money income, be my guest and share.
Yeah, I mean there are other situations, like if you're in a guild and that guild declares war on another guild, or another guild declares war on you, then you're gonna just randomly get jumped by people around. But if you're not looking for that, don't join a guild that's perma warring with people. there is constant PvP going on, but you don't have to have it forced upon you all the time. There will be plenty of times where you will just be sat grinding endlessly for 10 hours at a time and nobody will come near you. There's been countless times where I've spent hours and hours and hours recording a video and just nobody's even come anywhere near me. Nobody's rotated into the grind spot. I've had to actively go out of my way to try and find any kind of a fight if I've wanted to record something. So it's not as bad as people want to make out, and they do seem to want to make out that it's really bad. Extract the blackstone.
You always seem to attract them when you're with me, though.
Yeah, when I'm with you, then they just all want to fucking fight.
I'm like a fucking magnet.
Yeah, the sensitivity does not go high enough. I'm not sure what it's like on Elite controllers or third-party controllers on if the sensitivity is better. Did you use an Elite on Xbox, Mike, or do you use an Elite on Xbox?
Oh.
Well, that doesn't help me.
I'm gonna get that that controller though.
Yeah, the Icon one that you showed me has really good control for adding sensitivity and depth for how far you push your trigger or your analogs.
Yeah, I mean if you can use a third party to what am I doing? If you can use a third party controller to adjust sensitivity, that's great. But I mean you can change controls around. So you can quite easily like switch controls. That's not necessarily an issue. But yeah, the camera sensitivity needs a lot of tweaking.
Go back.
Yeah, they fixed the range of view. That's great. Yeah, for us being experienced in the game, it makes PvP easier than newer players, but it doesn't happen enough for me to shrug it off as, oh, I'm just better than most of the people that are playing, because that's not the case. I die in my grind spots just as much as everybody else does, unfortunately. Probably more so a lot of the time, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna do a video actually before PS4 releases on grind etiquette, or grind spot etiquette, because it just felt like people were moaning very early on about stuff that there was no reason to be bothered about, really. Controls in general you can change for your settings, interface, gamepad. Is it game? Oh, it's action buttons. So you can remap all of these buttons, and then your ring menu at the bottom of the screen remaps in general anyway to different ring buttons. You can't assign skills to individual buttons other than ring menu slots for certain skills, so it's not overly customizable, but it's all combo based gameplay, so you get really used to different trigger presses and stuff. It's not an issue. Which controller? There's a couple of different controllers.
I thought I was safe for sitting on top of a house while I went AFK. I was not safe.
No such thing as safe in this game, dude.
I've done a quest and now it says unaccepted, and I don't know what the quest is again, and I can't remember. Chaos at the Delphi Castle. Is that the one that's...
That sounded about right.
In the castle. Like, what's the name? Having the desert debuff and being chased by people is the worst experience of your life. Because sooner or later you are going to die, and sooner or later you're going to prison, and sooner or later you're gonna have to come back out of prison and still have the desert debuff, which means that you will go back to prison. Like every time you come out of that damn prison and you kill people, you get screwed over for it. It sucks. Right, my quest screen's not giving me the quest. My Black Spirit is not giving me the quest.
What's in availables?
Switch across on your quest menu.
Switch? I'm switching.
You got a screen delay, that's why he's asking.
Aha, got it.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
life is
sorry.
good. Life is good. We're good. We golden. We got this. Yeah, desert debuff sucks, and I can get out of the jail within less than 2 minutes, and it still sucks. If I've not got any map pieces on me to teleport back, it sucks. If I don't want to be in the desert, it sucks. You go to prison once Valencia comes out. There's no prison before that. But there is a special place reserved in hell for anybody that PKs enough, because you will end up negative karma and being chased by everybody. Now, it's not a problem to grind karma back, because you just grind thousands and thousands of mobs and eventually you get back to positive karma. The problem is that while you're grinding those thousands and thousands of mobs, apparently every person on the server that ever existed or ever played the game, even people that have uninstalled, will reinstall just to come and kill you. Because you deserve it. Yeah, I mean, Arsha servers are fun though. Once we get Arsha servers on PS4, it'll be really fun. Big fan of Arsha. There's gonna be a quick way of killing these harpies. How did you kill the harpies quick, Mike?
I went up to the top.
Up to the top.
Work my way up, then go on the bridge.
Let them go, I'm still going red. Yeah, we had that attitude quite a few times. Minus 1,000,000 karma, sometimes. Yeah, still have nightmares. It was particularly damaging during the early days where your gear would downgrade in PvP. Oh, that was not fun. That was not fun. Did not enjoy that. Seemed like a good idea to go red for the first time until you realised that they hadn't fixed it. Then spent an hour running around Manchester just hiding from people. If I'm planning on grinding anywhere, like for a prolonged period of time, like say I'm planning on doing 10 hours at Hex or 6 hours Nagas or anything stupid like that, I will go perma-red. And I'll deal with the karma another time. But it's just a chore. Such a chore.
Hopefully we bring a bunch of quality life stuff in that they brought in afterwards, and we get from the beginning.
We'll get a lot of quality of life stuff. It makes no sense for them to keep a lot of this stupid shit in.
Bloody harpies.
I think harpies are probably one of my least favourite mobs in this game.
How long after release did Medaya drop? Oh, God.
It's over a month, wasn't it? It was about 7 or 8
was
weeks.
really quick. Wasn't Medaya too quick? Like,
It was at least a month.
wasn't it? I'd have to go back and check YouTube. I mean, the easiest way to check it is go onto my channel. There will be I think there's a release date video, or there's something close to release date, and then there'll be a Medaya patch day or Medaya release video, and then there'll be a load of shite, and then some other stuff.
Oh.
I can't remember.
Bit of shit.
All the good names are taken after the initial day. Yeah, they will be. Although surprisingly enough, if you want the name Stabby Stabby, it was still available all here. So
I went for the name Mr. Stabby.
Yeah, going from tech
Or
to
the name
plus 15 is really weird.
Ninja Mike was taken.
Ninja Mike was
Ninja
taken. Vext is taken on NA. Vext is taken on NA. Not happy about it. I'm not gonna lie. One thing I would say about the release is I wouldn't treat it as a race. Now it's great starting with everybody, but there's going to be various caps. So there's going to be various benchmarks. So I wouldn't rush on day one to do any one particular thing. I would plan out very much where you want to be at given points in the game. So whether you want to be like grinding constantly or not, or what you want to achieve, because if you just try and grind non-stop from day one, you'll likely burn out. And there's not really a huge point, because you could be one of the first to 55 on the server and be stuck at 55 for 4 or 5 weeks or whatever until Medaya launches, or until they remove the level cap. Or you could be actively doing other things like doing ecology, farming specific items or specific gear, leveling alts ready for when you need them all at 55 once Valencia hits. You could be doing so many different things. You don't need to be ahead of the curve on day one, because you won't stay there. I can tell you from experience.
Rushing LD doesn't do much, does it at all, really, in the long term?
I was one of the first on Europe to hit 50. I was quite far down the list to hit 55, but you can get a ton. No, there's zero lag. There is quite literally zero lag. I mean, is there a way to check your latency on Xbox, Mike?
I did notice a tiny bit of lag when I was jumping out of an attack range and it still hit me, but it's so negligible.
I haven't even noticed that.
Absolutely insignificant. No, I was being picky as shit, but I was like, fuck that. I was out of that circle. Anyway, 13th of March was Medaya.
Was it? When was the initial release?
Oh, don't remember. I want
to say
April. We
were in training, weren't we?
Yeah. Was it in training or just before training? It was about that time, wasn't it?
I was doing content in training. A lot of the advanced content in training.
Yeah, you posted a video on the 14th of March referencing the yesterday's patch for Medaya, so... Oh, shit. I had this fucking... I've not only noted it down somewhere.
I want to say we were in, like, very early Feb.
Sounds like a plan, to be fair, with what you're
like
saying.
3rd or 4th?
It wasn't in February. No way was it in February.
But if Medaya was in March on the 13th, we couldn't have had Medaya a week after.
I'm sure Medaya was like 3 weeks or something stupid.
Yeah, but if Medaya came out on the 13th of March, then it had to be February.
Must have been... I don't know, it's fucking weird. Yeah, this game being a marathon is huge. I mean, the economy is so messed up as well because it's so early. There's a couple of things that you want to make sure you're doing, but overall, I mean, there's yeah. One thing I would say is be very careful about who you tell what your plan is and what you're going to be doing, because there's only so much solvency within a market. So if you're planning on doing something and you tell 20 people, you'd be surprised how much of an impact that has on the market. This is why everything will be very hush-hush in terms of what I'm planning on doing, how I'm doing things, but I have no issue saying that rushing ahead will achieve little to nothing. We wasted a lot of time during the early days PvP, and it's like it had no reason
Yeah, we did,
for us
man.
to be doing it.
The pushing was all don't life skill too, a whole lot of don't life skill, and that killed a lot of it.
No, it wasn't that. I mean, if life skilling is an acquired taste. I mean, you could grind the equivalent amount of time that you spent stood AFK in cooking and make a shit ton more money.
4th of March was the launch date.
I thought it was really close. I don't know
Dire
why I
could
thought
not come
2
out
weeks.
that quick.
It did.
Literally 10 days.
It came out that quick because I remember saying, like, it felt like we'd been playing much more than 13 days. It felt like we'd been playing for a ton of time, and it came out that quick.
God. Yeah, it must have felt like ages to me. I thought it was a good month, didn't I?
Because I remember being annoyed they brought out the tri-gear. They didn't bring out Tet and Pen for a much longer time, but they brought out the tri-gear quickly. So that throws a couple of spanners in the works. Well, it doesn't. No, it doesn't at all. That pretty much
Can you imagine if they
blows
just
up
release it
everything.
with Medea straight away?
Don't know. I think that they might do Medea with Awakening, but I don't know. I genuinely don't know what they're planning on doing. Could essentially scuff a lot.
Oh
of
no,
the
you're
plans
right,
that I
because we
have.
didn't get the Awakening, did we? It was all broken apart.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really weird. It felt Medea was too quick, but then we went a little bit of time without much. Because don't forget we got Valencia before we got Awakening, so
That's really weird how they did that.
to be
I mean,
fair,
I-
it was only
I
100
thought-
days before we just had that event, 100-day event. Yep, sleeping energy is a big thing. Big thing. CPN energy is
My
huge.
first enhanced spell.
Nice.
Prior tennis.
Fucking hell. One thing that you want to do is get to 200 energy as quick as you can and start bottling it into 50s for when the Night Bender comes out. Like, that's something that you really want to do if you're planning on getting boss gear and stuff, but I don't know. I couldn't give anybody the best path to go anymore because we don't know what's going to happen, and I don't think there's going to be a PS4 beta. It seems like a needless waste of time for them to do a beta. I don't think that they need to find out anything from a beta that they don't already know. I've been trying to get them to let me play on a test server for a long time as well, and it's not happening, so sucks. Partly because I just want to kill Sherna over and over again on the test server and laugh.
Shame, that's really done.
Just want to kill him over and over again. Just because can.
What you do is you put Shanna versus Mike, Zerker on Zerker, and you laugh.
I mean, just yeah, I don't think there's going to be a PS4 beta. It doesn't strike me as a needed thing right now, and Pearl Abyss are very much about money. So it seems like an expense that they wouldn't necessarily want. A lot of their time at the minute is still split developing Xbox and trying to get Kama Sylvia out on time before they do anything else. You're trying to get 2 red coral earrings in the track. Bloody hell, that's overkill on accuracy. That's way overkill on accuracy. Yeah, definitely not gonna miss. Definitely not gonna miss. And Lee over here, that one. Yeah, I did have early access to Start before the release date. That's why I remember it being 13 days, not 10. I remember it feeling like 13 days.
Yeah.
But I do remember it being ridiculously short. The gap was ridiculous. Because we weren't expecting Medea at that point in time. We achieved a lot.
It's probably because you leveled so fast and so hard. Like, right, we need to
Yeah,
accelerate
from day
this
one.
shit.
Which it might make me rethink my options.
Yeah, I forgot how short that was. And in theory, we should be shorter than that again. Unless they deliberately delay it.
I hope they'll delay it. I hope it's 20 days. Oh no, sorry. I hope it's a month until Medea. Medea comes with Awakening. Then another month till Valencia. Valencia comes with Absolutes. Then another month till Camisylvia, and Camisylvia comes,
Yeah.
and that ties us with Xbox in terms of content. However, classes would be something different. I reckon a 90-day roadmap is realistic.
I think what it is, they in the roadmap for the Xbox, they got things as they got them. I feel like, whereas if they manipulate it now
They already have
and do
the
things logically,
stuff. Yeah, they already have the stuff, which means that they're not investing development time into it, which means they should, in theory, be able to release it as it
to be
should
honest,
be
I'd love to
released.
see a 10 class release. I'd love to because it would cut a lot of the for people that wanted to not play the Core 6.
It
it's
would,
better.
but it wouldn't help with the money. Unfortunately.
Money as in money, hardcore making money.
As in them making money from us.
No, exactly.
The re-rolls are where they make a lot of their money from Pearl Shop. But that kind, I reckon a 90-day release schedule to Camisylvia would be pretty cool. Be pretty smooth as well. It would. I genuinely think what we're going to see is a rehash of Xbox, expedited and put together quicker with the same events. So I think that they'll do exactly the same events because they work so well. Adding those 4 classes gives you a perfect reason to add a 55 event for Sharps and Hards, which helps people get to try. It only needs to last for a week to 2 weeks, which means that it ties in perfectly with something like the Shy release, and again a new event. Although 100 million at that point in the game might be too much money too quick. But I don't know. All speculations.
They wouldn't
Speculations.
seriously do the 100 mil again, would they? No, that's they might do with a different
I
class
don't
at
know
that point.
what they'd do or when they'd do it. I don't know what they're gonna do, to be fair. It'd be interesting to see either way, but it depends how much they want to catch the client up or how much they want to give the player base a chance. I think if you rush the game too much, you mess the player base up. Which is
Yeah.
a shame.
I think I've had enough of this for tonight.
Alright, I'm not going to be long behind you, to be fair. I'm imagining I'm going to have to go and pick Laura up soon.
I'm just thinking of such a busy, hard, long day tomorrow.
I know, right? How are we going to cope, mate? How are we going to cope? All that.
I got to level 20,
See,
and
we
I got
talked
to the first crossroad.
That's not bad, though.
I was leveling slower than you. I could see your levels going up quicker than my levels. What the fuck?
Experience.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, it's been what, 2 hours 40. I'm level 40.
I've played slightly
doing
less than
quests.
you as well, so.
Yeah, I think we're going to do it this way. This is the route for us. Hit 50 and do 50 to 55 with the accessory grind and the dailies. Accessory grind and dailies, and then all the other stuff that we've got planned thrown in between. And I reckon we'll be spot on. Don't see us having any issue whatsoever. Community manager is going to be the same.
And in terms of quests, what like?
How much money did you make?
Still got like 75 quests to do.
75. Wow.
Yeah, the main story. Yeah.
17 armor, 6 weapon. yeah, we'd have enough to get plus 15 by the time we finish it easily, and then we would have enough,
I mean, yeah,
16 armor,
I've got-
18 weapon.
would have enough to sell as well.
I got +5 helmet, chest, +6 gloves, +9 offhand,
Nice.
and I've still got 12 armor stones.
Yeah. Yeah, I reckon.
I mean, the what you
reckon
call
we'll
it?
be fine. To be fair, I've got 16 progno bars as well, so this. I know what the plan is. I got this down. This timing helps. The timing helps me. Saw what I was gonna do. Get out of the way. If you're trying to make a decision on the ultimate based off having the Shudan armor, that's one reason to have it, but the other things far exceed it. The extra pets, the extra pearls, the value pack having an extra 30 days, it just... If you've got the money, there's no reason not to.
The ultimate gives you so much for the value. I mean, it really does.
I don't have a black abyssal weapon to use.
Well, wouldn't that be nice?
Well, the +5 ultimate vestir is 2 AP better than your melee.
Is it?
You can get to +7. Yeah, you can get to +7 as well. So
To be fair, at this point in time, I'd probably be looking at thinking about Urias and saving.
well, I haven't had one drop yet.
Oh yeah, I haven't had a drop for Uria, but I don't know, to be fair. Whether I don't feel like at this point in time I need to increase.
I mean, if I was to equip the quest armor, it puts me. What's my DP? Puts me at 99 DP.
Yeah. Nah, fair enough. Yeah, I don't feel the need to improve my AP and DP at the minute, to be fair. Like, it doesn't feel like I'm killing too quick. What this would feel like on Sork, I don't know. Or on other classes in general, but I don't think this is bad. I'm at 46 contribution already, 46 CP already, and this is on character 1 of 6. I mean, we could always just do the low quest trick thing, you know, the repeating the low quest for CP, but that just feels like more of a drag than doing this. I think this would give more benefits overall. And we need the characters at 45 anyway, so...
Realistically, I think it's going to take about 4 hours, 4.5 hours to do the whole quest line.
Yeah, and then if I'm doing my plan, which is the five identical classes, that'll speed up on other classes, on alts. That should speed up quite a bit.
Yeah, gear sharing.
Yeah, being able to transition gear across, I think, is going to be huge. Like, that's going to be the main reason to have multiples of the same class early on. It's just going to take away the need to switch gear around.
There's a guild on here called Glasgow.
There's a what?
There's a guild on here called Glasgow.
Nice. I like it.
The health field, I mean, if you happen to persuade your missus, I mean, generally speaking, you're going to save money in the long run if you do it in one bang, rather than do it separately.
The financial savings that will be made from the ultimate bundle as opposed to allowing you to hold a card and buy pearls individually.
Yeah.
If you play Black Desert and you want tech gear or pen gear, you should not be allowed to hold a valid bank account.
So true.
I'm not cronstoning. No. If I mention cronstones at any point in time, you're allowed to like me from the guild.
I mutually agree.
I am not. I'm just not getting reliant on cronstones. It annoyed me how much I did on Xbox this time. It annoyed
You
me
said
because
don't, and then
I've
you did.
literally enhanced like 5 weapons, 5 Zarko weapons to Tet now without cronstones. I'm like, why did I even bother? I would have more than 200 DP if I had any gear, but I'm on NA servers and I have absolutely nothing. Well, I do. I have 100 million in my bank. Well, 98 million, but all kinds of fucked. All kinds of fucked.
Defeat Calcus. Okay, let's go defeat Calcus
The
then.
standard edition will not let you play early, no. It's only deluxe and it's only ultimate and it's only a 48-hour head start. So Sony stuck their oar in on this one. And
That
decided
said,
that
48 hours is a lot of time to avoid the fluster clock.
it can be. Yeah, cronstoning was the stupidest thing I ever did. Again. Like, I blew through so many cronstones and literally ended up downgrading and upgrading the piece of gear anyway. It's such a stupid false economy that people don't understand. When I've tried explaining it to people that want to defend cronstoning, it's like, if you succeed, you still lose the cronstones. So, if you succeed in enhancement, you are going to succeed without the cronstones, and you've just used cronstones for nothing. But people don't understand that because they will always come back with the same daft argument of, you didn't know you were going to fail, that's why you used cronstones. Or you didn't know you weren't going to fail, that's why you used cronstones. Just accept that you're going to fail and deal with it from there.
It's also financially better to get it yourself, the artisan that is to use crons. You get more out of it.
Yeah, just artisans. I did the math on it on one of my videos, and the value from artisans is something stupid. Like, I think the equivalent cost of, I think I did it based off 6,000 pearls. I want to say I did it based off 6,000 pearls. And I think it worked out like the cronstone value was about 250 million or something stupid, and the artisan's value was like 1.9 billion. It was night and day. It was just night and day. If you're going to use money, if you're going to spend money, use it on fucking artisans.
If you're gonna buy pearls, buy the 1,000 pearl packs.
Yeah.
That's
Tell
if
her
the
they're
translate the
cheaper
same though.
by
Don't
10K.
forget, Xbox might be different to Xbox in the values.
Probably. Sony are very good at preventing stuff like that. Anyway, that is pretty much me done. We made it to almost 10 o'clock and almost to level 37, just through questing and chilling and not really doing much, which is a lot of the footage that I needed. I would say get the Ultimate Bundle if you're going to play the game seriously. If you really want the best value for your initial purchase, buy the Ultimate Bundle. If you want to head start and don't want to shell out for the Ultimate Bundle, I would not bother paying the extra for the head start. It's not going to be worth it. I wouldn't bother. I would literally just buy the standard or wait until release, which may or may not. I don't think it will have a reduced cost because Sony, again, but they may do. And if they do, then you just use the money on pearls instead, and you buy the pets that you want instead.
The other question is also if they release a free-to-play version, much like Xbox have done on Game Pass.
Yeah, that was a royal kick in the crotch for many people. I have been told not to tell people that there will be a cheaper bundle after release because they haven't decided and they're not aware. So there may not be a cheaper bundle. So take it with a pinch of salt. Anyway, turn the stream off, guys. Cheers for watching.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.